And here we are for another Saturday morning live stream.
Yeah.
And Chris is there. G'day Chris, how you doing? Telling us it's raining in New South Wales.
Yeah. We've had some flooding there.
Yeah.
Parts of South Australia.
Yeah, I've been reading all that news. Yes. The rain finally has gone here in Thailand. Well,
No, you've said that.
yeah, of course. Now I said that it's going to rain tomorrow. Yeah, but yeah, like it's almost over. That's the main thing. Almost gone, and just making sure our audio is all working. Is working? Yes, so good. Yeah, good.
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, like I did a computer upgrade. The video will be out sometime this weekend, and screwed up all my sound settings. So if something doesn't work, that'll be the reason why. So, but aside from that, the technical challenges of dealing with Thailand computer systems, yeah, there'll be a video out about that. Anyway, good morning everybody here from sunny Thailand. Was it sunny? What's that? But overcast. It's like that yesterday morning, wasn't it? And then it rained. It's drizzled for about an hour yesterday. But anyway, moving right along. Got a number of different articles to talk about today. Oddly enough, I live in a town with very similar name to you, Warren. Okay, well now I'm. What, you're living in Warren in New South Wales? I don't believe that for a second. You don't have broadband internet out there. That's a shanty town, isn't it? But yeah. Unless, of course, he's thinking something else. He'll tell us in a second, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, I got a few articles to talk about. There's one there that I thought we get straight. He did say he's in Warren. Oh my God, that'll set the tongues wagging. Chris Brand is in Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one here caught my. I thought this one here would be the first one we'll start up with because I think it's relevant for a lot of people. Thai visa runs. This is a popular pastime for all those short stayers. Thai visa runs to Laos. Latest updates. For those joining in later, we might cover this one at the end of the stream as well, just to make sure that the latecomers get it. Shannon, g'day, Janet. Shannon, how you doing? Yeah. Excuse me. From this month, the Thai embassy in Vientiane, that's in Laos, the neighbouring Laos, has announced the latest regulations regarding the issue of 60-day single tourist visas, which in most cases can be extended for 30 days at Thai immigration. However, the procedure is more complicated. It was quite complicated already from what I understand, but the procedure is more complicated than visiting Cambodian border, which issues a 45-day visa exempt to most nationalities, which with the option of extending for the further month in Thailand. Yeah, okay. The Thai embassy in Laos has announced that applicants will need to show a Thai bank account or a Thai bank book. Get that Thai bank book. Like, we don't understand the whole idea of these bank books. I use it one time a year here, right, which is for immigration for our yearly thing, because that bank book shows the up-to-date money in your bank on the day that you go to immigration, right? And the process is the fact that you've got a bank statement, which is issued up in case of my bank, which is issued from the previous day. So if I went in today and got a bank statement for a year, it would only be complete up to yesterday, and the bank manager has to sort of guarantee between yesterday and today that the money is still there, and that's what the second covering letter's for, right? If you're, from what I understand now, with Bangkok Bank, you now have to book in advance, and they now send you they'll print the statement out, but the statement can be anything up to 7 days old. And again, they have to have the covering letter for the bank manager to say, well, for that 7 days from the statement to today is I'm guaranteeing that sort of thing. But I don't know how that works. But Andy Travels, got Andy Travels. But yeah, so yeah, you're going to need a Thai bank account showing at least 25,000 baht. Available for spending in Thailand. Most nationalities can apply for 60 days. I don't know. That's you do. You're bouncing out. So if you come here as a tourist, let me just get my head around. You come as a tourist from Australia. You don't have a Thai bank account. So you get here, you do your 60 days, you get your 30-day extension, so you bounce out a day before the 30-day expires. It expires to VN10, right? And you get a 45-day entry, visa exempt into there, which means you can now sit in immigration. Where do you get the bank book from?
Well,
Because you can't. Technically, you can't get a bank book here in Thailand on a tourist visa. Weird. Bit of thinking going on there. But anyway, where do we get to? Chris, Shannon, Mark in Thailand, g'day, Mark. And Exanillo, g'day. Pat Thai, Buddy Club, ATM slip.
No, it's actually a bank book that comes with your account.
Yeah.
As Wazza was saying, we actually need to get that updated to the best of our capabilities at our local branch, and take that with us. Do we have to get photocopies of that? I can't remember.
Yes, that was the thing I didn't do when I was there last time. I had to go and spend $8 baht and get the things photocopied because I forgot to photocopy it myself. Yeah, but takes a couple of minutes. So that's your bank book.
I see on so many of the websites you can't get a bank book with a visa exempt, which is what people are coming in on.
Yeah. It's a bit of a mystery on that one. But this is a Thai thing. Thai things can be a bit of a mystery. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Entry to Laos may be made by road or air through, although immigration officers will likely want to see proof of prior booking of accommodation in or near VN10. Appointments at the embassy must be booked in advance via this website. Okay. No link to the website. That's really good. Who's that? Patio Mail. Yeah, your daughters don't know how to do a website. And walk-ins are no longer allowed. The process usually takes 24 hours, involving one route. The former with an inclusive charge around 15,000 baht, and about double that amount by air. Yeah, okay. Most foreigners wanting a longer holiday in Thailand are opting at the Cambodian border for a new 45-day visa stamp with the option to extend for a further month. However, some nationalities, notably Indians and Chinese, cannot use this route as they are not categorised visa exempt, but rather visa on arrival, which is different. Visa on arrival applies to around 20 countries and offers 30 days plus 15 on payment of a 2,000 baht. Fee of 2,000 baht. On arrival in Thailand, unless waived, all foreigners are restricted to 2 border runs in a 12-month period. Okay, so that pretty much covers it. So that's an interesting situation. Not quite sure how this. Basically, if you're coming out on a tourist visa, you get the 90 days. Bounce to VN10, then bounce back on the 45-day plus the 30. So you're only going to miss out in 15 days. It's probably rather than dealing with the bank book issue. Mind you, there are some agents in Pattaya, right, who will get you a bank book if you pay enough money. So there's always ways around it, such as life. Warren, can you get half price NRT?
MRT.
Oh, MRT, just show your... Yes, I know. I don't carry my passport with me, and when I think about topping up, when I think about topping up my card, I don't have my passport, so I just don't. Okay, so like for the trip from Laksong into Sukhumvit, right, is like 45 baht. So it'll be 23 baht. Right,
yeah.
I think I can afford the $2, and the hassle for the dollar saving. Like, it's not going to. Gives me a headache. G'day, Jack.
It
No.
means you can actually officially sit in the red seat then, Wazza.
Oh, can I sit in the? Oh, I can officially sit in the red seat, can I? Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
There was only one person officially sitting the red. One person sitting in the red seats last night. That was Jack. Yeah, Jack. um, I said there, Chris. It's such a pain to be able to get visas there. How about being married to it? I'm sure. Robert will be on shortly. He'll tell you about the mountain of paperwork you have to present. You know, when you've been married for 45 years or 35 years. I can't remember how long they've been together. 35 years or something they've been married.
Yeah, had their anniversary last month.
Yeah, and they still have to take a mountain of paperwork, from what I understand, just to get that extension every year. But that's just life. I suppose it's just one box of stuff they're going to bring every year, isn't it? They just keep on topping the box up, and it just gets bigger and bigger. So you live to 100, you get this big, big box. God almighty. Yeah. Not sure about the best man. You're officially elderly. Yeah. Marriage visa, yes. The marriage visa is a weird one. I still don't qualify. We're not married for one, but they won't let us get married, so that's the end of the story. Not until that bill gets passed. I think it comes up for second reading next month as well. Not quite sure, but for something in the back of my mind said it's coming up for a second reading. Just like the cannabis bill's coming up for a second reading next month, and they could make it all illegal again. This is Thailand. Where are we going to next? What's the next field? Yes, it looks like the DTAC True merger is not hitting any roadblocks. Robert Groves, there he is. Good morning. Correct, we're on a lot of paperwork needed for the extension based on marriage, but not too bad if you are organised. Yes, that's the key word there, Robert. Being organised. How was that pig over the week there? Like, we saw the pictures of you cooking, the sacrificial pig out the front of the tabernacle. How did it taste? Okay, so what about there? Yeah, so the true DTAC thing looks like it's going to go ahead with some obvious, like they've made a whole list of, provisions. Whether they can, like this is Thailand, whether they actually hold up on their provisions, I don't know. Price ceiling of average service fees, so trying to say, just because you own the biggest conglomerate, you can't just jack your prices up. Average cost pricing, consumer choice protection, so the fact that if you were DTAC and you want to stay with DTAC and there's the blah blah, Anyway, it's all just smoke and mirrors as far as I'm concerned. It's all about the money. I don't even know what a PPRP is, so I'm not going to read that one. That's a party. Has yet to approach former Deputy Prime Minister. Yeah. Event highlights, Mercedes-Benz. I did see the pictures of that. Those Mercedes look pretty. I don't know if they got. Did they put any pictures of the new Mac? Looks like an MG. What are they talking about? Looks like my red MG. Looks just the same. Doesn't cost the same, though, does it? FDA recalls spicy noodles laced with toxic agent. Oh, bet you that came from what? Caused by a product of pesticide. What have we got there? What pesticide? Oh, okay. Sedap. Instant noodles from Korea. I don't know, it's probably from Korea, but it's probably somewhere else. Okay, so don't eat noodles. This one, I caught this one on Tiger. Yes, so I don't know if anybody knows the story of this poor gorilla. I was going to go out there and do a vlog on this thing here a couple of years ago, and then I was so appalled with what I read. It almost made me sick to the stomach. It really did. If you don't know about it, there is this captive gorilla in a shopping mall not too far from us. I think it's about maybe sort of 15 kilometres away. It's on this side of the river, I believe, up near Chanya. No, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I've got to read this shit again. Famous gorilla Buanoi nears the end of her expected lifespan inside a decrepit Bangkok shopping mall. Thai government officials are making renewed attempts for her to be released. However, the gorilla's owner said he will only give her up for 30 million baht. I didn't know you could own an animal like that. Maybe you can in Thailand, I don't know. Buanoi, Little Lotus. No, but let me read what's going on in the background here. There's a bit of conversation. Warren, it was good. What I could eat anyway, it was 25 kilogram pig. Oh my God. It was a party at our friend's house from Norway. Great night. Sounds great. Look, the pig looked yummy. What's the best side to look at? Thai house prices are for sale. Okay, well I have one bookmark. Let me just take a sidetrack. Let's
sent the hip flap one to Chris.
Oh, your one you got? Yeah, I got. I've got this one here. They're gone. Delete that one. Thailand property. This one here. Open a new tab.
Oh yeah, thaiproperty.com.
This one here is one I've been using on a whatever. Control C, Control V. I find they're quite good. So if we were looking sort of, where SALA, Salia. So here we are, Salia, put them on time, which is where we are, and we want to rent, a house. Right, search. And I highly recommend living out this way because you're just over the border for Bangkok province and you don't have to deal with any of that shit anymore. From immigration, that is. Okay, so we've got two. We've got two in Salia that are coming up here. There's 15,000 a month, 4-bedroom. Okay, that was a bit on the high side. I think they're that looks like they just bought it and now they're renting it out because that's about your mortgage price.
Yeah.
So they bought it for renting. It's a nice looking place. Though. 36 photos. No, that doesn't look cool. They could do a bit of gardening. Don't worry, Todd's done all his gardening around the place. It's a pre-loved. Somebody has lived there because they put the annex on. Yeah, 4-bedroom. 79 square way, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1 multi-purpose room, parking for 2 cars. Looks a bit more squat than ours, so a bit narrower. That might be deeper on the. Yeah. Anyway, that's just one. And of course, this one here, 4-bedroom. That's more reasonably priced, but it's a bit of an older property.
Oh, that's been up for rent for ages.
Oh, you looked at this one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually rode out there, and it didn't look all.
There's a different one. Yeah, this one I did look at. So.
Yeah. It needs a coat of paint.
No one needs a fair bit of TLC.
But the trouble here with property rentals is the fact that most owners of property that are looking to rent, they don't go to these places because there's a commission thing that the real estate like Thailand property will charge and things like that, and it's a very much a Thai thing. They want all the cash for themselves, so they just it's the rumour mill and the what they call it, the grapevine. That's what most houses are distributed on. And there is also small little estate agents like these little pop-ups like a car dealership that has 10 cars in the lot. You'll have a little kiosk house somewhere who's an estate agent, which you'll see on the little the telegraph poles when you're walking when you're going down a moo barn or one of the older moo barns. This property for sale. I recognise most of them now, and gives you contact this number, and that's it. You don't find it listed anywhere. They're just all there. Make a phone call and talk to the guys, and you can get some pretty good deals. But you really do need a Thai on the ground doing that for you. So pay somebody. It's got to save you a lot of money. Anyway, I don't want to do too much about property, but yeah. So that one's the one I use when talking property. There's Todd's got another one there as well. Did you put it up? I didn't see it go up.
The
Oh, your DD property, okay. So
yeah,
I think I've got that somewhere. It's bookmark as well.
Hitflat's the other one.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, hitflat.co.th.
okay. Um, I usually look at FazWaz. Yeah, they're a smaller subsidiary, and I think you'll see some of those FazWaz actually listed on here on Tile Property. They share things around, you know. Wife wants to move home. Mr. Bear, g'day. How you doing? Data property. Hi, gents. So, bossing over. G'day, boss. Been a while since I've been able to catch the live stream. Good to see you. Yes, well, good to have you along. I thought bossing over had a spanner. Anyway.
Dallo's in the house. Hello, Dallo.
Dallo's in the house as well. Good, good. Okay. We've got the usual crowd as usual. Just catching up with everybody. And of course, like, I noticed that that the spam bot's not running again. It looks like I've got to do that cache flash again. I'll worry about it another day.
It did pop up at the start.
Did it? That was the... No, I didn't see that. You saw that? Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Just drive around the area. That's exactly right. Yeah, you might not be recognised as... I could recognise most of the signs for the property rentals and things like that. But again, you know, they hand write the script, and it's just impossible to, you know, for somebody with my limited skills of reading Thai, that you can actually sort of, you know, determine what they're saying. You need a Thai there to sort of, you know, do the fuzzy logic of what's where all those accents are, and forget about it. Yeah. Oh, FazWaz is owned by Tiger. Oh, thanks for that information there, Shannon. I didn't know that. Yeah, wife's parents are getting older, really considering the move. Yes, I know how that goes. But yeah, sort of ideally, sort of the best stuff to do is on the ground. And you know, as I said, we're only a few weeks away from getting out and around, and we might do that. We might run around and you know, have a look at some of these places. I don't know. It's something to ride our bikes with. Anyway, Big W, g'day. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, so that's Thailand property. I know we've talked about Thailand property before, and we can do that again at any stage. It's if we want to talk about property and what's available, but I don't know where to start.
Have to do the research.
Yeah, got to know
parameters.
You need to know what people look. What are people looking for? You know, as I said, you know, you can get you know, condos and stuff like that in Bangkok, and if you know. This is a discussion we were having last night at our meetup. You know what's better. So we had Mal over here. He's now sort of, you know, considering his big move at the end of next year. So you know, where do you stay? Do you rent? Do you buy? Do you buy a condo? And do you sort of buy and sell condos? You know, move from one condo to the other in the city, or do you know, shack up with your better half and, you know, deal with it that way and rent a house, buy a house or rent a house. You know, initially I was going to, you know, come here and just work with the rental sort of side, you know, renting. If we got sick of Bangkok or sick of Phnom Penh after a couple of years, then they could have moved to Cha Am and rented down there, or moved to, you know, somewhere else. That was always a process, and that was okay when Chanya was, you know, doing the cabaret stuff. But over that 2-year period, as you saw, that the less and less gigs that she got, which obviously, you know, meant that I'm covering everything. You know, it's better spend some money and put her through college and get some hairdressing degree so that she can open her own salon, because that's what she wanted to do. Best choice I made. But anyway, I put a damper on the whole idea of bouncing from house to house every year or two. So, you know, we settled down and did the whole settle down thing, like getting married and stuff, you know. And go hopping. G'day, Paul. But some people, it's just maybe that's the best thing to do. Is, you know, if you're single, you know, rent there. If you don't like it there, rent here, rent there, and basically do the whole renting thing as you go along. sort of getting better. Probably overdid things the last few days. We had visits. Yeah, it's the best thing to do.
I don't think it's the talking too much, Robert. I think it's the amber fluid.
The amber fluid, yeah, that's it, yeah. YOLO, mate.
Yellow water.
YOLO. You only live once. Question from Big W. If World War III comes to fruition, where is the best place to be? Thailand, without a doubt. See, we have got, you've got food everywhere. Apart from a nuclear holocaust, which then the food's useless anyway, which is, but, whether it comes to, the mad situation, I still think Thailand, or even Thailand, not only Thailand, but thing is like this whole area, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos, it is a food belt. Right, it's the whole economy is based around the very primary food elements. Food isn't trucked from half a state away. You're not trucking apples from Tasmania to Sydney. Basically all the food is grown locally and distributed locally. You sort of the wet markets. You get a wet market every 2 kilometres. And it's basically locally grown produce. And of course, it's not big trucking companies; it's small people. They've moved it from Nakhon Pathom into this wet market here. That food will not be an issue, right? So that's why I think Thailand's the best place. But other people have their own opinion. Yes, Dowlow is absolutely good for nothing. It lines the bank accounts of the elite banking cartels. Because they finance both sides of the war, so they don't lose. I'm pretty sure they must lose somewhere, because if the losing side loses, where are they going to get the money to pay the loan back? I've never worked that one out. Not so much beer, too much talking. Yeah, right. Normal, good to be able to. I bet it is good normal food. That would have just killed most people. Anyway, so Thailand would be my choice. Anyway, getting back to the articles, so we don't get sidetracked. The best place riding a furlong nuke like a rodeo bull.
Falling
Falling nuke, sorry. With a rodeo bull like a major. It's strange. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've seen the movie. Yeah. Try blending your Vegemite crumpets. Oh, okay, right. Because he couldn't eat something. Dowlow, thank you. Okay, what else we got here? Jim. Oh, thanks very much, Jim. Very much appreciated. And thanks for a great meetup. Oh, that's all right. We're all good. We loved having you along. That's the main thing. Big W, Thailand would be better as here closer to a line to China, so Thailand would be safer. Well, I don't know. So there's China's got a lot of nukes, and they're about to. It looks like the US has just pulled chip supply from. Basically, they've stopped shipping semiconductor chips into China. Not that that's going to stop anything, because China will just basically, the stuff that they're buying overseas, they can make locally. They've got enough infrastructure to build their own stuff, but it might just put a bit of a 6-month crimp in their supply chain. But yeah, once it happens, then basically, America and China are just completely separated, and that's when it starts. The war of money. No, it's one of these vaping pens. Strawberry and banana. Moving right along. Can't blend crumpets. Okay, volunteers urged to boost vax drive. Okay, so health volunteers are being urged to help government meet its total goals to distribute 2 million coronavirus vaccines doses by the end of the year by actively encouraging public to get boosted. Yeah, but after having it and having the booster and the 2 initials, yeah, I had a head cold last week. it was worse than COVID, and I didn't feel great for fucking 3 days. So there you go. Don't have a vaccine for that common cold, do we?
No.
No. I'll just wear a mask. It's all right. All systems going to summit. FDA. The cough syrup. Definitely. Court urged to halt merger. Chris Brand. Thanks very much, Chris. PM wants to. Oh, yes, right. This one here seems to be showed. Like this is just the aftermath of the shooting from a couple of weeks ago. I read something yesterday. There was a police officer was pulled in for selling police guns on private market or something or other. I don't know if this is the article. Prime Minister Chanya ordered police to crack down on the illegal firearms within 3 months and to strictly safeguard their weapon storage facilities in the wake of the theft of more than 150. Oh yeah, this is the one here. By more than 150 guns stolen by a police officer. Yeah. Well, everybody's broke, you see. Police officers don't get much. I think they make about 24,000 baht a month is the starting wage, isn't it?
If they're a promoted police officer, yeah.
What? That's a promotion, is it? What's the
Yeah.
what's the basic street cop get?
I'm trying to remember a conversation I had with my mate. I think it's around 15 or 18.
18. That 18.
As a young, but they get free accommodation, so that's why it's a attractive.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, they don't make much money. Yeah, it's yeah. The little bit of extra that they make on the side for selling like guns, which aren't theirs because they stole them. Yeah, yes, this is Thailand. Deputy government spokesman said Prayut has been monitoring efforts to tackle the problem of legal firearms and instructed all police stations to step up weapons checks and ensure firearms are well guarded. Yes. Prime Minister stressed that the issue must be dealt with urgently. Yes. Related agencies must make sure that the measures produce tangible results within 3 months. They were told to prevent any abuse of state property. Okay, yeah, well, that makes some sense. According to the police, 50 of the 159 guns stolen had been recovered, mostly returned anonymously since the police officer was arrested and charged with theft. So basically, they bought it from they're handing the guns back. They don't want to be. They didn't know they were stolen, so they're going to hand the guns back. But then where's the rest of them? One third of the population are honest. Deputy government said yesterday the checks have been confirmed. Total arms stolen from the police station. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's interesting. I just thought it was interesting the fact that there's just police officers stealing their own guns from the store and selling them privately. Well, that's Thailand, isn't it? Property reduction, clean energy services rollout. Set state vows to continue efforts to economic zones and buildings damaged in rain. Phuket! Oh God, I should have got some photos of Phuket this week. Oh my God! Seriously, water. That's for Chris Brand teachers around 16k a month. So these foreign teachers that are getting 25 to 30, they're doing well, I gather. I know sort of a couple of teachers over here. They don't rave about the salary. There we go, Shannon. The base salary for a police officer is 16,000 baht a month. They have to buy their own uniforms, guns, and NMAX. So there really is. So the reality is they are working for free for the first year and a bit. Yeah, it's ludicrous, isn't it? My brother-in-law's a cop. Gave me his jacket. No, gave me his jacket pissed one night. Okay, fair enough. No, Dal, I haven't. Got me. I know with Dal is another conversation. I haven't. The main problem is the mouth ulcers, which make it hard to talk and eat. But the ointment rub. So you still got the mouth ulcers. That's not too good. I would have thought they would have cleared up by now. I know what one ulcer's like. A mouthful, and God, that would drive me nuts. Boss, my missus is a nurse assistant and she's on 16,000 baht a month. She works in a nursing home. Yeah, I don't pay much attention to what salaries are. I know when shop steaks, when Peck was looking for somebody to wait tables there on the wall, he had the thing. That's a full time job as a waitress in his little cafe, and he was offering 10,000 baht a month. They get 1 day off a week. But other than that, they had to be there from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 8 o'clock at night or something like that for 10,000 baht a month. Yeah, they don't get much, but they do manage. So there you go. So how much can you live on here in Thailand? Well, probably live on 10,000 baht a month if you're wise. There's no internet. You might be able to afford a mobile phone. You're going to be eating rice and noodles. Is that right? Rice and noodles? Yeah. But you'll survive. The whole idea is they pool their money together. You don't move out of home. Not like us in Westerners, so we want to get out of home as soon as we're old enough. Thais tend to want to stay at home for as long as possible because what goes around comes around, and share alike. And that's given to the flood victims in urban Ratchathani, northeast Thailand. Patio, cloudy morning, light fog, scattered rains. There's nothing new there, nothing new. Landslide causes two buildings to collapse in Phuket. Yes, the Phuket water there. And maybe there is some. Have we got some photos? Okay, this is the landslide. Doesn't show the water. Thailand's southern islands are among the top 10 best islands in the say. They flood a lot though. Classic collection. Boris Johnson eyes come back. Yeah, I read that. He just got out and he's going to come back again. Oh my god. The dispensary Batera opens new joint on Sukhumvit and photos. Oh, okay. Well, it catches my attention. The dispensary. Oh, there's lovely little plants in the window there. Oh, cute. This was the first dispensary I actually went to when I did the vlogs on the dispensaries, and I haven't done any more on the dispensaries because there's just too many. Oh my God! I only walked up from 7-1 up to the corner, Soi 4 yesterday. With past 4 shops in that 100 yards. Then going from Saladang down to Patpong. Well, we went to past 6 or 7. Yep. It's just like the cannabis shop horizon. It's not the shoe event horizon, the cannabis event horizon. Soon every shop will have to just turn into a cannabis shop because...
Well, the whole thing is, unlike a 7, they only have to stop 1 or 2 products.
Well,
7 has to stop.
There was the one outside. We went to King's Castle last night, and there's one of those mobile ones just out the front of it, or almost out the front of it. And he's got all these pretty little... I said, well, where's your Thai stick? Where's your Koi Tao? He looked at me and he says, I know my Thai weed. We don't sell that, but I can give you some. And he just pulls out a little bag. You have some. Because it's Thai weed, It's not sellable in those little kiosks because it's ubiquitous everywhere. You buy it for when I'm buying at 80 baht a gram, and that's delivered to my door. So you can't complain about that. But people, what are they paying for this premium stuff? And seriously, this Thai weed has a THC content of about 32% or something. It's one of the strongest strains on the market. It just doesn't have those pretty names and taste. It just does the job. So the dispensary to a new store has traded in its lab aesthetic for a swanky new look. Even includes a plethora of plants growing in a mini greenhouse to educate people on the weed. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It looks quite sexy, doesn't it? Considering the first place I went to, when they were the first one, which was above the other shop, I'm pretty sure they were kicked out because of the smell, because it was probably going into the food downstairs. But yeah. It all looks very technical. God, you know, I remember sort of doing this stuff in a car park in Wollongong, you know. Just, hey mate, here's the money, here's my bag, little brain power bag, and run back to Sydney. The things we did, oh my God. Bob Smith, go ahead, Bob. Here in California, a damn shop every there's a Bob, there's a one on every corner I'm in California, is there? I was talking to somebody last night. There's a financing company who is now doing real estate for cannabis shops in the States, and he's looking at investing there because they're showing like sort of pretty decent return on investments. They're at 7 or 8% return on investments. His property base is not actually based on the shops. It's based on the rental properties that these shop owners are taking out. So it's pretty much good guarantee, but you know, I don't have access to it. It's an American thing. One of my friends looks like investing in it. But yeah, property markets, you know, around cannabis shops, sounds like a good deal. Somebody did the homework there. Okay, where? Factory workers. Any new dispensaries in summer Paklan? Asking for a stoner. I haven't even been down there. Look, all I can do for that, let me just have a quick thing, because I'll actually bring this up in a video I'm going to be sort of talking about soon. What's new? Where are we? If I go to my little, don't forget to go to Discord, and all this stuff's already here in the Discord channel. You just go and read it yourself. But yeah, I'll go over here. If I find the appropriate article. Coconuts. Do you think I can see it now? God, I looked at it yesterday. Oh, there it is. Yes, open that, a new tab. There's this, I don't know if he's updating it anymore, but he was updating this for the last published 3 days. It looks like he is updating it. So he keeps on updating it every few days. There's 104 listed here, and this is the ones that are legitimate shops, not the street van setups. These are the legitimate shops that have actually sort of taken premises and rented a premises, and these basically the ones that he knows about, right? So there are more. You know, they come and go very quickly, you know, because they've got to give, you know, they set up. There's something about Thailand. They set up, they're in the shop, they pay the rent, right? Have they got the right licensing? They don't really know until the police come and check their licensing, and I'm sure that's how it works. And then they disappear, you know, they're here one day, gone the next. But these are the ones that are legitimately licensed. Yeah, so they've got 104. Oh my God. And you can zoom in on the map like that. Look at that. So you can just know exactly where you go. Where were we? So I said, yeah. So that was Sukhumvit 7. Yeah. Well, actually, that one's so far. There's one on Soy 7 now. No, there's one there in the next to the beer garden, or just down from the beer garden. You know, the little thing. There's one there. There's one here. So this my map's a little bit out of date. But yeah, you get an idea. There's a lot of them. Right, when it comes to Summit Pack Plan, well, we got one. This one. Here's one. All green dispensary Bangkok, but it's in Summit Pack Plan. So 8 photos. Okay. All green cannabis company. Oh, lovely little cookies, little brown paper bags. Yummy. There you go. There's a line address. You can contact them now. There you go. Screenshot that. There you go. Asking for your friend. Tell them little QR code. Just done. Okay. Sorted you out. But there is one that's listed there. So that helps, doesn't it? I don't see anything else down there. There's nothing out our way. You know, we're Thaiville. Nothing there. Oh, but there's nothing there. But we can go up here, can't we? We can go up here and little, you know, see the guy in here. There's a little bar in here, right? And see the guy behind the bar, and he'll set you up. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give names out. Anyway, moving right along. So with conversation. So. On a side note, we're told on November 5th, 6th, there is a massive Harley meeting in Wazza in Chanya. Is that? Yeah, it's. Well, we're waiting for you to be ready to receive guests. I guess you are ready to receive guests now because you had a barbecue. We might get down there. We'll have to see what happens. Put that on our maybe go on trip, our first trip out. I blame legalised ganja I blame the legalised ganja in Thai for me getting dengue fever. Didn't care about mozzies. Didn't care that I. Yeah, right. Okay. The good thing about the mozzies here in Thailand is they're very Thai. Like they actually come up to you and they give you a wave first before they bite you because they're so polite, and they hardly even sting, right? You know, like not like the vampire mosquitoes we get in New South Wales or out the back of my house. I'm pretty sure I had a special breed out the back of my house because like they had teeth. Like they were vampire mosquitoes. You know,
Vampires.
that's it. You open that screen door and the boat. That's it. It's like drone attack and a miniature drone attack. No, here they come up. They weigh first. Can I suck some of your blood, please? And go away. And then you can say go away. They go away usually. But yeah, Chris, not sure what. Not sure it made a dent. Still too much black market product price than cannabis have created over the year. Yeah, it's a game. People don't realise that you can grow this stuff yourself. Go look. I've only got a few. It's a little jar here. This is next year's crop. And I don't even know if you actually can run 2 crops here. That's just because it's the locally grown stuff, so it's not trimmed of all this. So it's not Cincinnati. It's hybrid or something, or maybe it's a hermaphrodite because there's a few seeds in the crop. Anyway, Bob, I thought Governor Swatley's like to help way. They're set up in my house. There's a meme photo going around. Like, you've seen that meme photo of the house in England, right? 2016. That was Bitcoin mining as the snow's melted. And then 2008, the photo from 2018. No, 2018 it was cannabis growing in the house. That's what melted the snow on the roof. 2008, Bitcoin mining snow on the roof. Now 2022 or something. He won the lottery. I don't know if you've seen that one. But anyway, Thai consumer. Oh wait, we're going through this stuff. Called me old-fashioned, but send all them hippies to Bangkok Hilton. Well, that's the girls' prison. You don't want to send all these hippies unless of course they're girls. You don't want to send the hippies to the girls' prison. That's going to cause a shitload of trouble because the Bangkok Hilton is the girls' prison. I found out recently. I can't. What's the name of the boys' prison? I can't remember that one. It's not sticking. It's easy to remember Bangkok. It's easy to remember Bangkok Hilton, but I can't remember it's a Thai name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bank Kwan prison in Northern Bridge.
Yeah. Someone put a bump on. I'm sure there is a dispensary in a Hilton in Bangkok by now. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me one iota. Those weren't mosquitoes, they were door-to-door salesmen. Mozzies or the girls in Pattaya. Yeah, well, I know, they bite too, yes, I know. Yeah, so the Hilton is slang for the big prison in Bangkok, yes. How's been, yeah, like I've had them down for 4 months, still no sign of tomatoes. It's really just, they got flowers on them, the little spinneret, what do they call it, the spinatellia, what do they call them? They're all out in full bloom. But we had so much water, so much rain, so much water, and I'm not seeing any crystals growing on the little bud leaves yet, so it's probably another month away before that plant's ready. Maybe we'll get some tomatoes then, who knows? Bang Kwan, thank you, Robert. Bang Kwan. Bang Kwang. I'll get that name right one of these days. Yes. The big tiger is called Klong Prem Prison in Pratunthani. The big tiger called Klong Prem. Okay. There's a few of them around the place. Yes. Are they allowed to smoke pot in prison? I wouldn't have a clue. I don't really want to go and find out. Is it wet season yet? Yeah, like just because you're in the desert, that's all right.
I got to say, I drove past Hoi Yin in Shaham, and it looked quite green and lush. And unless you get precipitation, that doesn't normally occur. So, yeah, Mayor Groves, I'm not sure where you're coming from. I think you're crying wolf sometimes.
Maybe it's just he just has a what they call no rain zone over his house. I don't know.
It may be just his one rye of land where it doesn't rain.
He's a drought god. You know?
Yeah.
Not like a rain god like Cody. He's a rain god. Every rains.
But I tell you what, if Mayor Groves was doing a barbecue and it rained, how pissed off would Mayor Groves be?
Well, yeah, well, you know, maybe just got to have more barbecues. You know, that's it. No,
that big barbecue set.
I know what it is. See, he's not mowing his grass. He's paying somebody to mow the grass.
Yeah.
Right, and he's probably paying somebody to wash his car for him. This is what your problem is. You've got to do it yourself. If you don't wash it yourself, then it doesn't work. If you wash the car, it'll rain. If you mow the lawn, it will rain. Right? These are just basics of pagan philosophy.
I'm only stirring you, Greg.
What is our time on, mate? We're almost over. I haven't even got through all the current affairs to do. What else have we got? I'll go and forget it.
Oh, it's actually good. I mean, we don't mind answering questions. I mean, if
Yeah.
they're a fairly legit question, I don't know about Wazza, but I consider myself slightly educated.
Well, that's it, because you've been here a year now. You've got rungs on the ladder now. That's it.
Yeah. Nowhere near Grovesy, but
smoke pot. Bob Smith, was it? Did you get a lot of flooding? Absolutely none at all. Not even water waiting to drain. Because we got the Klong at the back, right, and that Klong level seems quite stable. The next Klong up on 36, I think the Klong level's stable, but the pumps on the sluice gate to the Tar Chan River they are just going overtime, just pumping the water back, because a Klong gate isn't really watertight and water will go through, but it's just going absolutely bizarre. I should go and do some videos this afternoon. I got to go and do some shopping anyway this afternoon, so I might take the handheld out and take a couple of shots of those sluice gates. That might be interesting little 60-second shorts. How the pumping action, trying to keep the water out of the Klongs. But bottom line is we have had no flooding here. The Klong level has been fairly constant. It probably fluctuates. In low tide it fluctuates, goes down maybe sort of 12 inches. High tide and it comes up to a particular level. I've only seen it once go up above that medium level by about maybe 6 inches. But yeah, that depends on when they're sort of pumping out the rice fields around here. Then the Klong level goes up a bit because the way the system works. But yeah, we're another metre and a half above that level anyway. So, and it's all concrete and good drainage, so it's all good. Did we get rain? We do get rain, but we are the driest area in Thailand. You wash your car yourself, and they're the days it does rain. Is that right? You need to wash the car more. About 2.5 hours south of Bangkok Road in Gulf of Thailand. Yes. Chris, like most of the jails, you certainly can get drugs in prison out here, but I wouldn't recommend finding out. Yes, that's exactly right. Just keep that one. Yeah. October the 20th. What's his story? key member of the coalition said the current flooding in Antong province was worse than those seen during the 2011 floods because of mismanagement, while urging related authorities to divert water into the hardest hit areas of nearby waterways to spread the load. We've covered that. That's how they deal with it. Basically, they flood the rice fields as the water comes out of the mountains. Unfortunately, a lot of the rice fields, hadn't been sown, hadn't been harvested before they started doing that, which ruins a crop. And then, of course, so the farmers are apprehensive to actually release their land to the government for the period of holding the water because, probably not paying enough money for somebody. I don't know. I've witnessed two recent flood emergency floodings. I don't remember the 2006 one. I wasn't paying much attention back then. I was only coming here to fix up computers then. And I believe the current situation ain't times worse. Yeah, well, I don't know. I've seen some photos. It's localised. It's not like it was in 2011 where it was the whole city as far as the Thailand River was underwater. I showed you the photos last week, just on cam. That was that little video thing. The expected during the relative. I want more pictures. I'm a very picture-oriented person. Poor gorilla. 30 million baht. You can't get out of that shit. Bangkok motorcycle taxi driver attacked by teenagers. Man electrocuted while walking on the path. You've got to watch your placement of feet, because you never know what you're walking on. And I've been to some of those markets where you got 240 volt electrical cables running through puddles of water. See, in Thai religious culture, if you're a good person, when you die, you'll come back again. So they think, well, better time, next time. Sorry, you only live once. Charm has a big expat community. The beach is better than Hoi. I can attest to that. Yeah, close to Bangkok, close to Hoi Hin Airport. Lovely sea breeze. Yeah, it's a nice place. I'm definitely sort of say it's a nice place. It's just in Chanya's case, it's just too far away from Bangkok. That's why we didn't go down there. We did discuss it. But she wanted to be closer to where all her friends are, and he does have the salon, which meant probably 6 months of no business as we moved the salon down that area, and we don't know the competition. So there's a number of different mitigating factors stopped us going down there. But anyway, just wandering off at the mouth again. What else we got? Bangkok gets tough on sofa dumpers. Is that a thing? Sofa dumpers? Bangkok getting.
No, about sofa surfers, but not sofa dumpers.
Bangkok getting tough on people who dump bulky waste like old mattresses and other furniture into waterways. Large objects trapped in dams have been one of the major causes of flooding in the city. This is a thing. Now, chucking your old surfer into a nearest stormwater drain will cost you 10,000 baht. There you go. Right, Big W, not happy with the climate. You need an Albanese. This God has promised to end all floods and bushfires by lowering living standards, man. Oh, exactly, Take the matches away, they can't light fires. Come on. And they can't afford matches. Such is life. Big Scandinavian expats here. Okay. Anyway, we're done our hour. We've done our hour. And thanks for the donations, guys. And
the questions too, keep them coming. We're happy to answer them.
Yeah. So I've got to go and dump cache or something. Where's my? Before I close the window, I've got to do the alert box. I've got to bring the properties up on that, and I've got to then browser settings, refresh cache. Current page, close, actually the cloud but's turned itself off, that's why it's not working, forget it. Anyway, I'm out of here. Where's my closing screen? Closing screen. Ending soon. That's why. Okay, guys. Yes, Robert. Thanks for joining us. You know, our usual Saturday morning get together because you can't come and hang out with us on a Friday night, so you got to catch up on all the latest gossip. Too bad we can't take photos. Actually, I did take some photos last night. Where's my little...
Yeah.
There was a couple of photos taken last night. We'll just end with that. Chris...
I'll put that up there.
Chris...
Join us on Discord.
And it's not there because I haven't synced my phone yet, so there you go.
Next week.
Next week. Yeah, come and chat. We'll be here for a bit, so we're gaming. So, see you later. Out of here. Play it. Okay, closing screen. There it is.